Alright, what's going on, guys? Trey back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be going over some new pictures we have for The Walking Dead Season 3. Today, Entertainment Weekly released a whole ton of pictures, so I thought I'd do a video just going through each one and kind of giving my thoughts on them. So, first one we have here is a picture of Michonne, which we have seen, a few pictures of her at this point so far. And, yeah, pretty much self-explanatory, pretty cool. Overall, I do like her costume design. I think it's cool they added in some pink there because in the comic book she did have like some pink on her, which was really comic booky, and I didn't really know how they were gonna like work that in with the TV show. Having like a pink and blue skirt or whatever that was. But I like the costume. I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so next we have a picture of David Morrissey as the governor, and I'm actually surprised to see how tall David Morrissey is. He's really freaking tall. I think he's taller than 6 foot. I'd have to look that up, but I think he is. Anyway, regardless, that is a huge freaking knife. Somebody comment below, tell me what kind of knife that is. To me, it just looks like a big hunting knife, almost like a machete, and really, really freaking cool. His costume design is pretty standard. I think it's similar to how it was in the comic books when they first meet him. Not too much to say there. It's pretty plain, which is fine. Because you want it to be realistic. You don't want to have, anything be too over the top and too crazy, because then it takes away from the realism. But overall, I think he should be a really good villain. Looks really cool. And to add, actually, I just looked it up. He is 6'3", so he is huge compared to Andrew Lincoln. He should be much, much taller. So that will kind of add to the intimidation too. Extra height there. It does help. It does help overall, I think. So it should be good. All right. So next we have Andrew Lincoln as Rick, of course, and he's got his revolver in one hand and a knife in the other. Now, what kind of knife that is, too, I don't know. It looks a lot like machete to me, but they all kind of look like machetes to me because I just don't know many different kinds of knives. But either way, it looks very cool. Ricktatorship for sure. Okay, so next we have one of the artists going over a couple walkers from the show. And I have to say, I think, honestly, every season the walker makeup and everything just gets even better and even better. It was good to begin with, but all the time I just think it's constantly getting better and better. And there's a lot of zombie pictures later that we'll take a look at, so very neat. All right, so next we have a picture, which is an awesome picture, I think, of Michael Rooker throwing looks to be a right roundhouse kick, as far as I can see. Based on his positioning, that's what it looks like. So swinging his foot from right stance on the ground to over, called a roundhouse kick. For those guys who don't know, at least that's what it looks like to me. And he looks like he's, I don't know. It's a pretty badass picture. I like it quite a bit. Also, we get to see a pretty close-up on the knife that's tied to the end of his contraption there for his hand. Everybody's got freaking knives. Well, I guess it makes sense. Because, obviously they're better than guns because they don't make any noise. So, but regardless, very cool and great to have him back in the show. Can't wait. All right, so next we have a picture of Michonne. Looks like pretty much just before shooting, maybe, or in the middle. And I think this is a really neat picture because you get to see how they made the walkers' arms disappear. So they put on like the sort of like a green screen, except I guess it'd be, I don't know what it's called technically, blue. Just a color so that they can actually select the color from the editing and rip it out. It's not actually that hard to do. You can actually do it with Adobe Premiere, programs like that. Even I could do it. I'm not a trained graphic artist or anything, but it's not that hard to do with the proper software. But you got to set it up properly. So I don't know. I just think this is just a really cool shot, getting to see them. And there is a picture of them more closely before and what they look like before they turn to walkers. So we'll take a look at it later, which is cool. Also, Andrea here looks terrified. At least I think that's Andrea. I'm not sure. Too much hair. Anyway, cool picture. All right, to get back more into some shots from the actual filming, it looks like here we get to see one of Rick and Daryl in wooded area, maybe when they're, I don't know, out looking for something, or maybe meeting the Woodbury group. Not sure exactly, but, they'll be in and around. They won't just be in the prison the entire season. Obviously, they're going to be out and about, too, as well. So, pretty cool shot. Not much to say about it. Pretty standard, pretty cool. Okay, next we have an awesome picture, which is actually one that kind of makes me excited because it reminds me a lot of the comic book where they're inside the prison and they're kind of creating tools to kill the walkers on the other side of the fence without having to waste ammo and things like that. And I remember this particularly with Glenn in the comic book, where he used a piece of wood with, I think it was a knife, to keep the knife from getting stuck and falling through the fence, sort of like a fence clearing tool. So this is kind of showing us a little bit of that. I imagine this will be later on, maybe later on in the season, like around episode maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, or onward, somewhere like that. But either way, really cool picture. Another one of them just running. I'm not sure if this one is going to be in the premiere. This is at the beginning of the season. I tend to think it's probably not. This is probably after they've already cleared out the prison, maybe. Or maybe it is from the premiere. I'm not exactly sure, but I would think it'd be from later on because we've already seen the trailer and stuff. So, yeah. All right, here's another one of David Morrissey's The Governor with Andrea showing her around the camp, it looks like, or maybe just preparing for a scene. And this one was kind of the one where I realized how tall the guy is. He's 6'3". He's freaking really, really tall, which is kind of strange because there's not a lot of tall actors around that play main characters. But either way, very cool. And just another one with Michael Rooker, just kind of looks like it's waiting to start a scene. Yeah. More in-depth thought shot here of Michonne, and this one I think is from probably the season premiere, or close to it, because this one was actually in the trailer. I think we've already actually seen this one. This is probably after she slices up those 2 or 3 zombies, was it? I think 3. I can't remember, but pretty sure it was 3. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for the actors of the main characters, the survivors themselves. Now we'll take a look at some zombies. The reason why I'm showing you a picture of this guy, even though you have no idea who it is actually just because he's a walker, and they kind of gave us some before and after pictures. By the way, I'll put the link in the description to the page where you can see all the different pictures from new release pictures from the show from season 3. There's a lot of GIFs that are transitions from this, like a person to a walker, and they just look kind of cool. So let's have a look at a few. And these ones I have to comment on. This is really cool. Wow, look at that, man. Just like, oh, wow. And to finish it up, we've got this guy. This picture makes me laugh every time I look at it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's just so skinny and gangly, and he looks like a deer caught in headlights in it. You just want, you can just tell he's one of those guys that no matter when you take his picture, he just ends up looking so weird in it. Oh, that's great. But I gotta admit, he does make a really cool looking walker, but doesn't he even look like a deer caught in headlights as a walker? Doesn't he? I mean, he just kind of does. It's like, maybe one of those walkers just like watching fireworks or something's got his attention. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of funny. Okay, well, that's really all we have for new release pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me going over all these. Like I said, the link's in the description, so if you want to see them yourself, and probably will, go ahead and click there. Go on over to Entertainment Weekly and, have a look through all the pictures. I mean, it's really cool to get this kind of stuff. Kind of gives us some insight in Season 3 and what we can expect, and I really, in particular, love the shots of the people before and then after being turned into walkers. So if you guys like the video, please thumb it up. Feel free to add to a favorite if you like, and let's comment below. Tell me which walker's your favorite. I think I'd have to go with Michonne's 2 friends there. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. See you for the next one. Later. Peace.